if you already don't know by all that promotion in Instagram. So we'll actually talk about promotion, except for in LinkedIn. So I want to first start with this quote by Dale Rowley. He said that LinkedIn is no longer an online resume. It's your digital reputation. So LinkedIn used to be first just for you to upload a resume, and I'll talk more about it later. But what I will cover is first, what is LinkedIn? That many people have joined, but then you're probably wondering, what is it? And one of the questions in the Google form was, what is LinkedIn? And I love that question because you're being so honest with me. Second, creating a LinkedIn profile. I will walk through every step from creating maybe your username, but you should have a Gmail account. If not, how have you joined this Zoom call? And three, professionalizing the profile, because it's essential that your profile is professional for you to reach out to other people because they need to trust you. And four, connecting with professionals. How will you exactly reach out to these people, even though you don't expect people to reach out to you, right? And lastly, we'll have a Q&A. I'll be answering some of the questions from the Google form, but also give you guys an opportunity to ask me questions. Now, a fun activity. Which one of this is the LinkedIn logo? Please put it in the chat. Each logo is labeled with a number. Please put 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. All right, we got a 4. Keep those answers coming. 4, 4, 4. All right. Okay. Wow, you guys are very constant and agreeable with each other. So yes, the answer is 4. All of them is technically a profile, the logo, but the correct answer is 4. So when you log in, you'll see that logo come up, but when you log in, number 1 actually pops up. So, and the way to really know is 4, because in the number 1, where it has LinkedIn whole name, and is bolded and is under inside the blue thing. So wow, you guys already know what LinkedIn is. Do you need us? Do you need me? Okay. Now, what is LinkedIn? I'll go more into it. So LinkedIn is the world's largest professional network. And yes, that's why we need to create it. We need to professionalize it and know how to use it properly. So LinkedIn's vision is to create an economic opportunity for every member of the global network. So it doesn't matter where you are or what you do. You can create it as a high school student and even younger. And the mission for LinkedIn is to connect the world's professionals to make them more productive and successful. LinkedIn wants you to be productive. LinkedIn wants you to succeed. So you shouldn't feel like you don't deserve it. Then it was invented by the co-founder, Reid Hoffman, in his living room in 2002 and was officially launched in 2003. So even the creation of LinkedIn shows that you shouldn't be limited by wherever you are, because you can create anything in anywhere. And it's an opportunity for global connection and networking that will go more in depth into it. But LinkedIn was originally created for how to seek out for works, jobs, and I'll go more into it and how it's still consistent with that idea. So there are 3 main purposes that I think LinkedIn serves. One is it allows you to gain opportunities such as job and internships, and you can actually in your profile picture, you can upload an open to work or hiring, #hiring, and I will show you exactly how to do that. Second is a global network. It's an online opportunity that anyone can access. So you can connect and strengthen your professional relationships. Lastly, learning skills. If you don't know, LinkedIn has this LinkedIn Learning where you can actually take courses and get certificates. And our CEO, Lena, has a certificate of basic code. So it works. See, she's successful. Now, more of the purposes. It's a great medium to share your experiences and maybe connect with others. For example, as Anna Perez showed, she says that thank you for AS Aziz. So this is how she's sharing that she had this opportunity to hold a session for ACT. So she's one, showing that she has this credential, and two, that she has this experience and she's grateful. She is showing people that she knows how to show gratitude. Then another example, Lindsay is showing how highlight like what she did over the past whatever area it is, maybe the summer, and she also inputted a Zoom call. So no, actually that's a Google Meet. Yeah, Google Meet. Even though I love Zoom call, Google Meet is still great. So you can just upload a picture and a small description of what you did, and just to highlight. Doesn't need to be like you went to NASA or you work at Google. No, it can be simple tasks that you did that you want to just share. Lastly, the CEO and founder of Thrive Global shared how to kind of like even brand yourself. She said, here, this is what I've been doing. Please sign up and read what's on my mind. So which she wrote. So this, you're just literally promoting yourself and your work. So LinkedIn allows you to do all this, and you don't even have to be great at maybe writing. It's simple writing, and you can just maybe have some action words that can help you, and a great picture, professional one. Okay, now the walkthrough. All right. Okay, so I actually did create Google. Okay, it's logging me in. I created a Google account for it. I will actually log out of my account and show you how to create your own. So when you go to LinkedIn, first thing it comes is in the Google, it allows you to sign in, but I will actually, since I'm not using my account, I will do another way, because you have to create an account. So you can either create an account with an already like Google, but let's do it. Password, you can create anything. Just don't forget it. Maybe write it down somewhere and pin it, or even save it in your notes. I actually lock my notes. I use iPhone, so iPhone, it allows you to lock them. Let me just name. Okay, here I'm creating a name because it's for GYEF, but again, this is not our professional, like our official one. This is only for network, this workshops. Please, please, please put your real names. Do not put a fake name. That's already you're starting off not professional. So it will probably tell you that you have to verify and solve a puzzle because they don't want you to be a robot. Okay. That was easy. See, we're not robots. I normally do not put postal code just because I'm not comfortable with it. I put just the New York City, just put the United States and the region I guess it wants me to put it. Okay, fake one. Wow, that's a fake one. Yeah, that is a fake one. I will change that later. Here you can just put I'm a student because that's how I created it. Here they just ask for a college or university. I'll put Thompson Harris right now because that's where I go. Well, I wish I went for I'm not a student. But anyway, you can put what start. For me, it was 2019. And expected 2023. And yes, okay, you do have to lie. If you're under 16, just lie and create it because you just want this opportunity. And unfortunately, they say that you have to be over 16 because they want you to be accountable, but we trust you. You're mature enough to be presentable. So just lie. Maybe you're 15 years old and you just want to create one. They will give you, so you have to go to your Gmail. All right. That's why, yeah, don't be like me. Know your password really well. So they will give you a simple code that you just have to go to your Gmail, and here you go. I normally copy and paste it because I'm not a lazy person. All right. You can choose, I would say not now, just for the purpose of being like, you can, that's why like LinkedIn was mainly created for job seekers. And you can say, yes, I'm looking for a new job. Maybe no, but I do want to get the information. Or lastly, no, I'm not really interested at all. And then their job titles, I'll just put sales manager, as they said. Again, they do have a drop-down menu if you don't know exactly what you are. Location, have New York. All right. And I'm open to remote work. Again, this is important. Remote work means you do the work online. If you know that you prefer it online, some people do not prefer it online, but that's okay. All right. You can also get the app. The app is very easy. And I feel like it's easier, but I do like to have it more in the desktop. The connection suggestions are based on my school because I know them. They do ask you to connect with random people, but for this sake, I will just continue. Okay, I cannot move the bottom thing. Okay, yeah, skip for now. All right, you can actually choose like courses even from the beginning, maybe popular LinkedIn's you want to follow, and so much more. Wow, we have an account now. This is very empty, as you can see. If this is how your account looks like, please change them. All right, now going back to the slides. All right. So it's empty. Let's include a picture. And then we'll include name. Name is already included, but it's very beginning. Please make sure you put your first and last name. For your nicknames, you can place them under the additional name. Please utilize any resources and any section that you find would better portray yourself. And lastly, the school. It's important that you input all the schools, maybe dual enrollment and colleges. Dual enrollment simply means, for example, a high school student. For example, me, I go to Townsend Harris High School, but I have dual enrollment in Queens College. That means while I do attend this high school, I also take classes in another college. And this one is very simple, but I will show you how to include a profile picture. And this, I'll also connect it to the next one. So let's walk through both of them together, and then I will show you how to do it. Okay. It's really important that you include all the experiences. No experience is too small to include. Do not represent yourself thinking that, oh, I didn't intern at Google. Maybe I'm not qualified. Maybe my experience doesn't account for any solid experience at all. That is not true. Any experience, maybe you volunteered in a cleanup of your park. For you, that might sound like, oh, I do that every week. It's not important. That's not true. That is important. That shows that you take initiatives. That shows that you care for your community. That shows your character. So do not think that that's not a valid experience. So when you're putting them in, make sure you have the name. If it's like cleanup, maybe just put clean up the park. It doesn't have to be a institute, but if it does have it, please put their name. I will also go through it. As you can see in the picture I attached, and they put the digital producer, and then this is their role. Under it is currently seeking opportunities. That will be the name of the institute or the program you're part of. And following that is the work. For example, when you started to when you ended, or are you still working on it? And then under it, you can also include the area the program is conducted. For online programs, do not worry about that. So you must include your position. Example, campaign promotion intern. If you go to my LinkedIn, that is an experience I have under it. So try to be precise with the dates. Do not just put a random date, because they might check it, especially if your institute goes and check it. Be as truthful as possible. You don't have to be the exact, maybe 1 or 2 months rounded if you don't know exactly, but don't say, oh, you started in 2019 when you actually started in 2021. That means you're lying. Then try to include 3 to 5 bullet points describing what you did and any achievements. For this case, try to include numbers so the people can see, especially for achievements. When you put numbers, they can see your accomplishments more than just, oh, for example, I said I called over 400 registered voters. If I just said I called a lot of voters, that doesn't show what I accomplished. So please quantify your experience. Quantify, maybe you said you worked there for 1 year. What did you do over 1 year? So please quantify if possible. For example, if you were the financial person who keep track of it, or you were organizing bake sales, how much did you earn? How much did you earn for the group? Please quantify it. Again, do not lie for that. If you earned $100, don't say you earned $1,000, please. And then just be very precise. For example, I said I helped the candidate win the primaries. I used my proficiency in, for me, it was English, Bengali, and Spanish languages to better connect with those related populations, specifically the Bengali population. So be very brief, but also detailed. You don't want to just say, oh, I talked to them. No, be more precise. When you say specific things like you use this language to connect with this population, it shows that you cared about that job and you actually do have an impact. And an example I'll be showing real quick is Lena's one. Again, when you work over time, you will create an extensive list of experiences, but now, maybe now you'll start with 1 or 2. It's okay. So for example, starting with Lena's profile is professional. The background is a solid color. I will also go over that. And it's just professional picture. Make sure you have a background photo. I will also show you how to create one. And then about. This should be a simple, sweet thing that you're introducing yourself. For me, it's only 1 or 2 paragraphs that just shows your interest. You're introducing yourself. You're more than this experience that describe you. Now is the activities. Activities, you can include what you did, how active you were, but main thing is the experience. Of course, the first thing is the Global Youth Economic Forum, as you're part of it. And Lena has been part of it for 2 years and 5 months. That's a lot of months. See, that's why LinkedIn is so helpful, because it helps you just quantify your experience there. And there, she has very simple thing here. It's here. Numbers. It helps you see the impact. And these are short bullet points. Do not write paragraphs, because if people are not going to read it, it's the human mind, when they see paragraphs, they already are very hesitant to read it. But if these bullet points, it's easy for the brain to comprehend and understand. And more, you can see different experiences. Okay. Again, the format, they will tell you. I will also show you one example. For education, these are more dual enrollment. It's be precise on what enrollment it is. And even if it's for, maybe you did for 1 month, but it's related to education, input it. The license and certification, when you do get certificate, for example, I said LinkedIn Learning, they do give you certificates. So please take advantage of those. Don't say that, oh, they're for free. There are some courses that require you to pay, but if there are free opportunities, please take advantage of them. Then lastly, volunteering. So, and of course you can include skills too, but that's not the most essential thing. And when you do have skills, ask people to endorse for you. Ask them, maybe you have a partner, ask them why and for what. Maybe can you just go to my LinkedIn and say some words, not mean words. I'm sorry if I did offend you in any time, but please do highlight my positives and how maybe I helped you. And also ask them for recommendations. Okay, and then you can also include projects. Now going back to the presentation. Now how to have the professional picture. So first, you wanted, professional pictures are often from your chest to up. Full bodies are fine, but professional is like when you go to, for example, I think they call it passport photos. That is your chest and up, and that's how most officials do recommend. And I will actually show you how I did mine. So have a good maybe selfie, maybe someone is not there, a selfie stick, just place your phone there. Mine one is actually a selfie. As you can see, I'll just walk, okay, here. This is the picture I used, but then I made it into a white background. I used this remove BG. You do not need the link. I will also show you how to do without the link. There. So just go to Google. For example, if you are not using Google Chrome, you can just search Google or wherever you are, go to remove BG. BG stands for background. So you could just go to the first one here, and you can upload any picture. For example, here I'll just go to a random. Just how about a cartoon man? So you can actually upload it, but you can also have, for example, this one actually. This has a white background. Just pretend it doesn't. For example, here. This one is a gray background. Gray background is great if you have a white shirt. Please do not have a white background. It will not complement the profile picture as much. So make sure you have one that is not white. Of course, if you have white, have gray background like this one. So I'll just use this one. Go here, you can upload it. And I will also show you how to upload it from your laptop, or you can also do it in tablet. It's accessible anywhere. So you just go there. I will pause it. I will actually, because I don't want to show all of my my confidential profiles. It's not anything, it's just I'm not comfortable with this. So I'll just go there real quick. I'll, for example, you go to my pictures. All right, so just go there, and here, this is the one. Okay, here, they remove the background. Now you can download it, but when you download it, the background becomes like nothing, transparent. So instead, I will go edit. And now color. You can choose any color, any solid color. And when you have this one, you can actually see if your picture, if your picture looks good or not. And white, purple. So you can actually play around with it and see which one looks the best. I do prefer either white or Actually, I do like this one way more. And then just go download. Oh no, download. Okay. And you'll see here it's downloaded. Now, you go to LinkedIn. Okay, I put L because I use another website. And when I put L, LinkedIn comes. So I'm used to just putting L. So I go here. I will actually use my own. See how easy it is to log in. You just go to log in with Google after the first time you create it, and it's just easy. LinkedIn is not supposed to be a difficult task. So I go to my view profile, and then you click on this circle. If you don't have anything, just it will have a camera. So you click on it, then you delete. This camera you see, press on it, and then upload picture. Then center it. Try to center it. If it's not like straight it. And here, they will actually tell you if it's straight or not. Okay. So center it as much as possible, then save. And here, you have your profile picture. I actually do like the white one more, so you can actually play with it, and it's okay if you don't like it, you can change it. LinkedIn will say, oh, you only have one time to do it. Now moving on to the background photo. Many people have their background photo empty. That's totally fine, but I do feel like if you want to professionalize everything, background photo is also important. It can be a way for you to express your interests and express maybe what you're doing or what do you think, what do you want to do in the future. I will again go back to Lena's profile to show how she uses it. Be creative in terms of how you can use it. Here, she has this like social impact driven, entrepreneur, advocate, student. She puts like things that identify her, what interests her. And then in the background, if you can see it, she includes multiple pictures. I believe it's the 1, 2, 3, 4, actually 5 pictures. And I'll show you how you can include it. And it shows her experience, what has built her character. So be more creative. When starting off, you can be basic like me. I used a template. Wow, I'm really messing up on my words. I used a template, and I really like New York City, as you can see, and I like sunset, so I just put it there. And it might not reveal as much about me, but it's okay. I'm at least putting some. It's still a level where I can develop and improve upon. So we'll use Canva. Yes, if you haven't already watched or attended the webinar we had with Joanne, she actually showed how you can use Canva to the fullest extent. And yes, it's free. So when you go to Canva, I'll let it. Okay. Again, they just log you in really fast, and you go to create a design. You can search LinkedIn, and they will show you the LinkedIn photo. See how it's already in that format. Dimension is important. You can just drop maybe a 8x16 picture into it. It will not look nice. And they do give you already easy templates that you can put. For example, this. You can just put your name and what do you do. For example, if I want to do it, Nowyshin. Wow. My name is too big, so what I'll do is probably lower the font size so it fits. And then here, okay, fun thing about me, I want to study engineering. So maybe perspective, mechanical engineer. And then I will just put it there. It's very simple. It has my name, what I maybe do or want to do. And how I will show you how to include this one. And you just can explore it. And also, let's go and see how to create a more creative one. I like white background. It's very simple. And I'll go to Google and be like, group pictures. Oh. This one. I will take a lot of them and you can adjust it here. That already took 1/3 of it. Also make sure the picture you use are clear. This is quite blurry, so if your picture is blurry, I rather prefer that you have less pictures that are more quality is way better. For example, this one, then more. Quantity doesn't mean it's better. Quality is what matters. So you can just put it. Maybe this. And here's how your designing and creativity will actually shine. And maybe something small that, let's show some. And you want to highlight your many sides, maybe professional, creative, fun side. Don't be limited that, oh, since it's a professional one, I can't show my fun side. So here I am enlarging it for the purpose of just fitting into everything. And now I will add a box that will actually cover everything. And I'll show you how to and why make it that way. So I will go to color, white, and then here, you'll see this one actually allows you to kind of play around with transparency. I like it more of this way because the pictures are not overpowering anymore. It's good to have colorful, but it's not good for you to overpower it. So right now, you can actually put text. So you can just go to text, have a header. And for me, what do I want? Empowerment. Simple words that you want to highlight. Maybe engineering, creative, and be yourself. And I want to first center them. See, please use the guide and you can enlarge it. And there you have it. You can just upload it and you can also have this one background different color for the purpose of making it more, not actually disturbing the background. So just have effect and you can play around with that and more. Also font. It's important that you have a font that's more pleasing to the eyes. And you can animate. I don't think animate will help you as much. So play with all these colors and as much, and then you go to share, you go to download. And I do prefer PNG because it's higher quality. You can also do JPN. Yeah. Without. Sorry, oh, this is my dad. Yes, I do prefer you go to PNG, press download. It's downloading, as you can see here. Right now it's downloaded as a zip, so you have to unzip it. But when I download it somewhere else, it does allow me to just go for it. So maybe I can try again. But when you download it, just like how I uploaded my profile picture, you go here, edit. And this one, if you do want to take it out, change photo, go there. also great thing, they give you some example, like if you want to choose one of them just to start up, that's okay. If you don't have time, it's all right. No one will actually force you to do your own thing, but you can be creative with it. And you go to upload picture, and then you just upload it. For example, I did upload one of them, but right now I want to keep it, so just upload and then it will be good. So when you upload it, you can also play around with this. You want to zoom in, zoom out. If it's not straight, you can straighten it. All right. So those are great ways to actually professionalize your profile. Now let's move on. Again, I will stop for a while. Do any of you have any questions? No? It's all right. I will also stop at the end just for you to ask me questions. So now connecting with professionals. Now that you have your profile, how can you connect with them? So you'll use the search tool. I will actually go over that too. So when you're searching, be specific, be as detailed as possible. So search, maybe go to Google and search what are some jobs for marketing. Like if you want to do something with marketing, there are marketing specialists, and those. Be familiar, like familiarize yourself with those jobs. So in case you go on a call with someone, they know that you are interested in this job. You have done your research. So it's not like you're just really just there. You're just searching and you connect with someone for the purpose of connecting. No, you have to do and take up like initiatives. Then search, for example, if you're searching for research or internships like studies, then you search for a specific school, maybe your dream school, and then click on the school profile. Then LinkedIn has a great way for you to actually search for people, and there you will see like a lot of profiles you can actually connect to. And then you'll have add a note. I will also show how to use it. All right. So here, for example, I go and I will search you can search here, marketing specialist. And I'll go for people. At the top, you'll see all this way to more specify your search. They're great. Here, market specialist at Mears Group. Then Jamie, this marketing specialist at school. And you can also search, maybe you're interested in a company, so Apple. So these people work at Apple, and you can see what they're like, and then you can just press connect. Let's just go with this one. And here I'll also talk about add a note. You can add a note or you can send it. I'll just send it. They will probably think, why is this person sending? No, they don't think that way. You can connect with anyone. They know how LinkedIn works. People just want to make connections. And then, as I was saying, for example, if you're searching for, actually, let's go for it. All. Apple actually does have some view page. Then you go under people. And here, they do give specific areas. Maybe you're in India and want to connect with those people where they study. Maybe you want someone who works at Apple but graduated or is currently studying in University of California or Stanford. You can even more like specify your search through it. For example, if I want to go to San Francisco area, and this people, even underneath, has all these people that work in this company that you're looking at. And even for university, for example, if I want to search University of Pennsylvania, same, you go to view page, then they don't have the people, but it's going to be Wharton. Sorry. You get the purpose, but you can also go to alumni. Alumni are actually a great way to connect too. And here, people. So if you don't see people, because okay, people are mostly for companies. Alumni is for more of like schools. So you see all these people, and some schools just also have people. So if you don't see people, search for ways that it connects. Alumni are peoples. Now you can just connect with them, and I'll show you how to personalize it more. Using the add note, as you saw before, that when I connected with someone, it had the two options: one, send a note, and two, just send. And when you connect, it's better to send a note than just connect, because they might not accept your connection simply because they do not know who you are. So if you connect with a purpose, they're more willing to connect with you. And do not use the message function, because it doesn't, maybe if you have the pro version where you're paying, it allows, but people often just want add note because it's very brief. It limits you to 300 characters. So here is a sample. Hi, I'm Nowyshin. I'm the VP of Marketing. I would like to connect and learn more about your responsibilities are as the marketing specialist at Apple. Also, what are some tips for a high school student who wants to pursue marketing? Can we possibly connect through a short Zoom call? Thank you. The character count is 294. See, it's up limited to 300. So within that character limit, I have written all the main things. Be very brief. Do not go, maybe even for your title, be very brief. Maybe your title, you have to shorten it, and maybe another title that is similar to your title. Just try to make it very brief. Get to the point. Do not just be like, oh, I saw you and you were great. I loved where you work at it. They know where they work at it. It's okay. And also they work at multiple things. So specify which responsibility, which job are you seeking for? And here's a template. Hi, then I'm your first name. Do not put both your name, because again, you're in a word count limit. Sorry, character count limit. The related possession or title the title you put in, make sure it's related to whatever you're asking. If it's not, just put I'm a student just I'm a student, and shorten your school name. I would like to connect and learn more about a job area, field of study, or a college. And then you talk about, like, specify that what credential of the professional you want to specifically talk about. Then you talk about, like, there are some tips that you want to give me for this career, and can we connect for a small maybe call. So ask for simple things. Don't ask for, hi, can you give me a recommendation into Apple? No, that's going too far. Just ask for small talks, okay? And it's always good to connect through, like, virtually. And if you do go on a Zoom call, turn on your camera. If they have their camera on and you have your camera off, that means you're disrespecting them, their time. And also, maybe if you don't have camera, explain it to them, but try to have the camera on and make sure it's small, and do your research so you know what you want to ask about. And many times they have Calendly, and that's a great way, and we can even later create a workshop how to create Calendly, but just use it. Now some questions from the Google form. How to reach out to professionals for advice or for their time to speak for your club. This is how you add a note for it. Keep it simple, keep it brief, and ask them, hi, can I talk about this? Or for your club, you want speaker events? GYEF actually uses the search tool of people to gather speakers. So use the same thing. Go to a specific college or go to a specific company you want to have the speaker from, and ask them, hi, I'm part of this club. We focus on this mission. Be very brief, and would you please come and share a few things about you? And make sure, if it's not an hour is a long time, maybe 30 minutes, and have it virtual. And in person, you have to make sure that that person is actually in the area. So you have to be very detailed with your search. So be more simple with your request, connect first, and then when you already have the connection, it's easier to ask them for more maybe request later, maybe recommendation to Apple when you actually connect with them over time. Then what sort of question to ask during networking? Keep your questions very simple and direct to the point. For example, how did you find interest in this area? Or what inspired you to study computer science? That's a good one, especially if you are searching which area you want to study, or you're going to college, or for if you know what you want to do, you know that you want to be in marketing, and you connect with a marketing specialist. Ask them, what are some responsibilities in this your specialist job? What are some hardships? What are some aspects that for which you continue working despite these hardships? Keep it very direct. Keep it as simple as possible that they can answer, not like no yes questions. Those are too simple. It's not, oh, do you like your job? Yes. No, don't have that questions. Those will kill your conversation, and they will question if you are really interested in them. And how to implement networking in high school. Okay, I'll be honest, high school does not have as much opportunities for you to network. However, that's why you have to take self-initiatives. And you can join organization like us, which help you to further network. So in terms of high school, you can be the catalyst that can introduce networking in high school. Maybe you can create a club where you can introduce how to network. Maybe you can ask your teacher to hold more of networking. You can actually ask teachers to share their old experiences. I remember I asked my physics teacher so many questions about his experience, because he was he studied financial, and he used to work as a financialist. So we asked him questions. So take advantage of those teachers. Networking can be as simple as your teachers. Just because they teach a specific subject doesn't mean they have the experience only in that subject. Ask for their experience, and you can connect with other people through your teachers. How do you reconnect and network with a person after you met? I was quite confused by what you meant, like whoever asked what they meant by after you met, as if it was it online or was it in person. But either way, when you reconnect, search them in LinkedIn. Maybe, hopefully they'll be there. In this world, almost everyone has LinkedIn. So search them and connect and add a note. Be like, hello, I met you today at this workshop, and have sneak peeks of what your conversation was about. I really liked how you expressed your struggles in college. I want to connect further with you and have this relationship. And that's a good way to connect with them. And make sure if they do not have LinkedIn, always take their email. No matter where you go, take their email. Ask them, can I have your email? Because many times people are not willing to give phone numbers because that's more on the personal level, but emails is for professional connection. And network. Also, after you connected, send them a note or a message every 6 months or so. It doesn't have to be connected. It can be more of like, Happy New Year. I hope you're doing well. Or, oh, I heard COVID-19 cases are growing. I hope you and your family are safe. Have this constant connection. It's not, oh, you call someone for a speaker and you forget about them for the rest of your life. That's how you destroy your connections. So please keep that connection even with small talks. How to promote myself, how to make deals, how to create the profile, and etc. I'll start from the last question. It said how to create a profile. I already showed you. If you came here, you have your answer. How to make deals. Okay. Also deals. I was quite confused by what do you mean deals? What is the company deals? So I assume that deals is more of like partnership and sponsorships, more of those business deals. So first thing first, that's more on the extreme side. If you connected with them recently, that's a little bit more on the extreme side. first, make sure your profile is professional. Second, make sure that you have the credentials where if whoever you're reaching out to, if they can trust you to make this deal, if they can actually make this partnership. If you don't have it, please do not email them or do not message them with that request, because they will simply think that you don't know your own limits, that you don't understand how to connect, and that actually speaks against your professional building of your character. And how to promote yourself. Just be yourself. Show your highlights, show your activities you've been part of, and show your skills. Just be yourself and show the best light. If you maybe, for example, in a experience, you did something bad, and maybe the CEO was maybe frustrated that you messed up, instead of you being disappointed, use that experience to grow. Still put that experience in your LinkedIn, and even if you are maybe taken out of your role, that does not take out the points that you have worked in that area. Don't write about that, oh, I was kicked out of this position. Never do that. Okay. Lastly, LinkedIn profiles interview tips. For LinkedIn profiles tips, use every section and try to be creative. Don't try to be basic. That's how you will get the eye of other people. And for interview tips, just be yourself, practice research about that institution. Research is a must. And also here, as I mentioned before, you can add frames. Open to work, hiring. But here, I don't want to keep any of it, so original, apply. All right. So that's a good way to indicate to the people, your connections, that you're seeking for work, that if possible, they connect with you. And for interview tips, don't panic. If you don't know the answer, maybe say, that's actually a great question. I didn't really think about it. And then you think for a while and just start talking. Maybe in your mind, you're thinking, I hate myself. Why did I not think of this question? Don't have that perspective. Think of, wow, that's actually a good question. How can I answer it? Just answer it there. And don't try to fabricate your character, because many times the interviewer knows that you are not being honest. So be your authentic self. Before we continue, is there any questions that you have? Please put in the chat or unmute yourself. All right. Okay, if there's no question, I will actually go. All right, tomorrow we have another event. So do not forget to register. So we have the corporate and investment banking at Citigroup from 12 to 1 at this very time. Please register for it. I will actually copy and paste the link. And I think Lena is doing that, sorry. I think Lena got it. Yeah, I don't know where the chat is there. Yeah, that's the bigger, follow Lena's one. That's more concise. All right, and thank you so much for joining today's workshop. Here is my contact information. Also, I'll be copy and pasting my LinkedIn profile as well. If possible, actually my task is I will not accept your connection until you send me an add note. So it will be a good practice for you. So add a note, maybe say, hello, my name is this. I was in your networking and self-branding workshop, and I would like to connect with yourself. So if you see that I didn't connect back with you, that's probably because you just sent a connection without connecting with me. So thank you so much. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to email me, and stay connected with the GYEF, and don't forget to register for tomorrow's event.